guys, so today I wanted to bring you a first impression / review on the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour matte foundation. I did buy this a while ago and then I got money back on it because in Australia we've only got about 6 or so shades and the lightest one isn't light enough for me. But I bought these lighting color drops from the Body Shop. I will leave a review where I use it with a different foundation below, and I thought that it could maybe work with this Infallible matte foundation. My skin type, for those of you who don't know, I am mostly oily, especially really oily down my T-zone. My nose is usually the first place the foundation will go, so I can usually tell when, you know, how long my nose lasts is how good the foundation is going to be. So I'm just going to read off the packaging here what this foundation claims to do. It says that it is a medium texture with a high coverage, and oh, I swear I've seen more somewhere. It says that it's developed a new matte finish, lightweight, non-cakey, 24-hour matte perfection. So it claims to be very full coverage and to hide all your imperfections. It's not meant to sink into pores or fine lines, which I've got pores in this area here and fine lines just, you know, a bit of all over the shop because I am aging. So what I'm going to do, I already primed my face. I use this Chi Chi Insta Prime. This isn't going to be really much of a test of how long it's going to last. It's currently 4:30 in the afternoon, but I just picked this up at Priceline and I'm too eager to try it, so I figured I may as well just at least try it now, and then you know, I can probably put a review at the end of the video. I do like to try and test how full coverage a foundation says it is, because as you can see I've got lots of scarring. Don't mind that redness, I just used a facial peel and my skin, just like any slight of scratching, will just flare up. So there's nothing wrong, no rash, just from that. So because I do have those scars and acne problems, I do like to check, like I think I have good skin in that way to test the full coverage of something that claims to be full coverage. So the applicator is it's just a squeezy bottle like that, and you squeeze and it comes out. I don't mind this, sometimes I would prefer a pump, just because you can actually see how much is see how much you're using, so you know how much you need to do your face every time. Like with another foundation I might be like, okay, I know 2 pumps is exactly enough to do my whole face, whereas this, you kind of want to just put a little bit at a time, otherwise you'll squeeze out too much, and then, you know, if you don't use it you waste it, because, you know, you can't put it back in. So 1 drop makes it half a shade lighter. This is obviously going to be a bit too dark, so I don't know. So it's definitely going to be too dark. I think I might put maybe two drops. Okay, so that was 3 drops because the first one wasn't really anything. So I'm just going to mix that around. And as you can see, that's made it noticeably lighter now. So yeah, that'll be so much better. So I'll take what I had and see how far I can spread it and see what the coverage is like. I'm just using my beauty sponge. Okay, definitely wasn't anywhere near enough, but you can see that it has made a slight difference. I just didn't want to waste it because I'm not quite sure. So I'll do another blob. It is definitely lightweight, like I can't feel it on my skin. I do like the finish. It's demi-matte, it's not completely matte. I just really need some more coverage though. Okay, so this is where we're at the moment. I've done this half of my face, so you can see there is a noticeable difference. It actually does have fairly good coverage. Keep in mind, they don't adjust your coverage. They're not like the Cover FX drops, they just adjust the shade. It does set. It felt like it slightly transferred for a second there. I mean, I always set my face with powder anyway. I would never leave it because I feel like even though this claims to last, I would just turn into a hot mess. I just want the tiniest bit more coverage, so I'm just going to add a little bit more. It seems to layer up quite well, like little bit by little bit. I haven't found that it's really caked up or anything. Okay, so foundation is on. So far so good. I'm not really quite sure how much product I exactly had to use because I mixed two products together and this has no pump, but I didn't feel like I had to use heaps. It probably looked like more than what it did. I'm going to do the rest of my makeup and then we'll come back and see how it looks after that. Okay, so it's the next day and I've decided that I really want to try this foundation and see how it lasts, especially because I do have oily skin. It's a public holiday today and I'm not actually going anywhere, so I've just put something quickly on just so that I can test the foundation. I'll zoom you in so you can see how it's sitting. Yeah, so there are a couple marks that you can see. I am having a bit of like a breakout part at the moment, but I did layer it up a bit and it didn't cake on me, so you can get that fuller coverage and not have it. I've had some really heavy foundations like my Estee Lauder Double Wear, and if you try to layer that on top, it kind of sits and you can see the difference and you can tell that it's not just one layer. So obviously I've had to use these lightning drops here. I do think it made the foundation a little bit more pink based rather than yellow based, but I still think it looks okay. Like, I think that it looks fine. It looks fine in person, so I do like the look of the matte finish when I did put it on yesterday. So it is currently just before 12 o'clock. So I will see you in a couple of hours and update you on how it's all going. Hey guys, so I'm back. It is currently 2:15, so the foundation has been on for just over 2 hours. I haven't really been doing much around the house today. I've literally been sitting around just watching some TV and lazing out with the husband. So, you know, I haven't been out in the sun. I haven't been doing anything that would cause the foundation to wear less than what it would. I'm just going to have a look at it with a compact so I can see up close. It hasn't moved at all. It is looking exactly the same as when I first applied it. You know, it's only been a couple of hours. You know, I'll check back in another couple of hours and see how it's going. I mean, I'm not going to really be doing much. I'm still going to be around the house just lazing around, but you know, it could still just wear out in time. So I will speak to you then. Also, I'll just insert some photos here. Flash photography looks great. I don't think this has SPF in it, but either way, there's no flashback. So I'm back again. It is just after 5 o'clock, so the foundation's been on for 5 hours. So far from what I can see, I'm getting just a tiny bit shiny here. I might just like grab a tiny bit of powder, like just to see. So the powder, yeah, it's just taken that shine away. I have no problem with touching up during the day. I usually have to anyway, especially when I'm at work. But for the most part, like, it's wearing really well. So yeah, it's 5 o'clock. I'll probably leave it on for a couple more hours and come at the end of the night when I take this off. I'm almost ready to take it off now. I'm just dying to like do a facial peel and just have a clean, fresh face, but doing it for the video, so I'll keep it on. But yeah, I guess I will see you in a couple more hours and update you then. So just checking in for the last time. It's now after 9 o'clock and I am well and truly ready to wash my face. I've had enough, so this foundation's been on for 9 hours, which is a fairly long time. I have seen that there is a slight bit, there was a slight bit that had come off my chin, but when I wiped over it, like the foundation just moved around. I mean, it's not the best that it could look, but I mean, I'm still pretty happy with how it's worn, and I can just blot away the oiliness and I'd still be quite happy to continue wearing that. So all in all, I give this foundation 2 thumbs up. I think it is really good, and I have oily skin, so it was a good test to see if this would be good for my skin type. If there are any other foundations that you would like me to try out, just leave the ones down below, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!